Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to our online class. So, dear students, today we are going to revise the concept of gravitation. So, this is our chapter number 9, which we are going to discuss here in a brief manner, which is very important for your further examination. So, let's discuss the concept of gravitation. So now we are going to discuss about the gravitational force and what is the importance of gravitational force of the earth in our atmosphere. So a force is a necessary to produce motion in a body, and a body dropped from height falls towards the earth. Okay, so as you know that it is one of the object, when it is falls down to the earth, it indicates that the earth exerts a force of attraction. Though this line you may find that this is the attraction towards the earth, it is called as the gravity. In fact, the earth attracts all the object towards the center. Okay, so already we have discussed that how the objects are attracting towards the earth because of the earth having the gravitational force. So the force with which the earth pulls the object towards it is called as the gravitational force of the earth or the gravity. So the gravitational force between the sun and the earth keeps the earth in a uniform circular motion around the sun. As you know that always the earth is revolving around the sun because of the presence of the gravitational force. So the gravitational force of the earth is responsible for holding the atmosphere above the earth, for the rain falling to the earth, for flow of water in the rivers, for keeping us firmly on the earth, for the revolution of moon around the earth. Same aspects how the earth is revolving around the sun, in similar way moon is revolving around the earth. So these are the some examples about the gravitational force. So 1 marks question can be asked that what is the gravitational force and what are the examples about the gravitational force. So now let's discuss about the what is the universal law of gravitation. Every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses, and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, so as you know that the force of attracting between the two objects, it's having the attraction by a particular force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses. So usually this is our uh, expression about the force of attraction is directly proportional to the object of their masses. It is one of the object m1 and m2, and they are attracting to each other by a gravitational force. So here when we are going to define the Newton's universal law of gravitation, this expression is very important. This both the expression will be going to combine, and later on you will get the expression for the gravitational force. So here this is one of the expression where you have to consider the first equation, that the force of attraction is directly proportional to the product of their masses, where F is directly proportional to the m1 into m2. It is the product of m1 and m2. The force of attraction is inversely means 1 by r square. The force of attraction is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. It is indicated as F is indirectly proportional to the 1 by r square. Whereas when we are going to consider both the equation f1 and 2, then you will get the expression as f is directly proportional to the m1 into m2 and indirectly proportional to the r square. And when we have to remove the proportionality sign, we have to consider here proportionality constant, where g is called as the proportionality constant, or you can call as the universal gravitational constant. So what are the properties of the gravitational force? That is, the force is the weakest force in the nature. It is attractive force. Unlike electrostatic and magnetic force, they are both attractive and repulsive, it is a mutual force, it is a center force, it is mass and the distance dependent, it obeys inverse square law. So 1 by r square, it is the inverse square law, it obeys the inverse square law, it is a long range force. Yes, so that's why any one of the body, any one of the objects, it is attracting towards the center of the earth. It does not depends upon the medium. Any one of the medium will be there, may be air or water. It does not depend upon the medium. So this is one of the these are the properties of the gravitational force. So what is the universal gravitational force? So when we are going to define the universal gravitational force, same examples you have to write that G is equals to F into R square divided by M1 into M square. It is a gravitational constant. What is the value of gravitational constant? You have to change the equation and you have to separate the G, and same examples you have to write, that is G is equals to F into R square divided by M1 into M2. So the value of universal gravitational constant G is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square kg minus 2. So the value of G does not depend upon the medium between two bodies. Any one of the medium you can consider air, water, it does not depends upon the medium, and the value of G is same as throughout the universal and hence the same. Universal gravitational G is different from the acceleration due to gravity, that is the small g. Later on we will going to discuss about the acceleration due to gravity. So here what is the SI unit of gravitational constant? That is a Newton meter square kg minus 2 kg minus 2. If two bodies of mass 1 kg each are separately by 1 meter from each other, then gravitational force is equals to 4. So therefore universal gravitational constant G is numerically equal to the force of gravitation which exists between two bodies of unit mass kept at a distance from each other. So here it is one of the condition. 1 marks question can be asked that what are the condition if two bodies of mass 1 kg each are separately by 1 meter from each other, then what will be the condition? At that situation what happens? G is equals to F will be there. Okay, so it is one of the standard equation. Then what is the condition when G is equals to F? Then you have to explain this answer. So now let's talk about the acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity is defined as the uniform acceleration produced in a freely falling body due to the gravitational force of the earth. So what is the acceleration due to gravity? This question can be asked for 1 marks. At that situation you have to write the definition with proper equation of acceleration due to gravity. And what is the value of acceleration due to gravity? It is 9.8 meter per second square, or you can call as a 980 centimeter per second square. So what is the calculation? If you want to find the calculation of acceleration due to gravity, then it can be asked for 3 marks question, that what is the value of G, what is the value of G at the earth. So you at that situation you have to derive the equation, calculation of equation due to gravity. So here first you have to start from the, suppose a body of mass m is placed on the earth of mass m. So here two bodies you have to consider, that is capital M and the small m. So what is the capital M? It is the earth of a mass, and another one is m is a mass of the body. So what is the distance between these two bodies? It is the radius r. So according to the Newton's law of gravitation, force exerted by the earth, the body is given by F is equals to G m into m divided by r square, where capital M is the mass of the earth and the small m is the body of the mass. So this force exerted by the earth produce an acceleration on the body, therefore F is equals to mg. So according to the second law of motion, F is equals to ma, where a is the acceleration due to gravity. So at the place of a you can write as a g. So F is equals to mg. From the two equation we have a mg is equals to g m into m divided by r square, or g is equals to gravitational constant into mass of the earth divided by r square. So acceleration due to gravity on the earth is calculated as follow by the helping of the given values. Those values are: mass of the earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg, radius of the earth 6.4 into 10 raised to 6 meter, and the gravitational constant is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square kg minus 2. So you have to write the equation and substitute the values of this equation, and you will get the answer as g is equals to 9.8 meter per second square. So for simplified calculation, we can take as a g as a 10 meter per second, and g is equals to 10 meter per second. So variations of acceleration due to gravity you may find at some certain conditions, but there is a no need to discussion. As exam point of view, the derivation is very important and the definition is very important. So dear students, with these aspects we are going to wind up today's class. So today is your homework that you have to practice the equation and you have to collect the definition of gravity, gravitation, acceleration due to gravity. So these all aspects you have to consider, and these all questions are very important as exam point of view. In next class we will going to discuss about the pressure, Archimedes principle. So till that time just continue the revision, because time is not there. Don't waste your time. Have a good day. Bye bye.